Good evening, warriors. This is Suzanne with Warrior of Light Coaching. Tonight is my first episode of professional versus personal life, and this one focuses on the power of saying no. Yes, that's right, you heard me. The power of saying no. What do I mean with this? Simple. Often we commit to too many things, and it has us running towards burnout real quick, real easily. That happens with community involvement. We all want to be part of our communities and give back and be on committees and be on boards. But how many of those do you really need? How many of those can you truly handle without having your professional and personal life suffer over it? I speak from experience there. I love to be involved in my community. That at one point between work, going to school, being a single mom, I was committed to 4 nonprofits, being part of a committee or being on the board. Between those meetings and the volunteer opportunities, I quickly realized I was lacking a little bit professionally, but most importantly, I sacrificed time that is precious to me with my daughter. Yes, there are some opportunities I took her with me. She could be a part of it. But if you do simple committee meetings or board meetings, let's be honest, those are not a place for children. They will get bored easily, they will get distracted, and then you as the parent get distracted because, mom or dad mode takes over and you can't pay attention to the other people. So the next time you get asked to sit on a committee, be part of a board, start this new nonprofit, which I also help do, really reflect on the opportunity. Does it fit into your schedule? Does it enrich what you're doing professionally or personally? And does it really help with your family time? Family time for me is precious, and if it's not something I can every now and then include my daughter in, then I might just have to turn it down. If it takes up too much time and other things are suffering, I'll have to turn it down, even if it's something very near and dear and close to my heart. The other one, where you have to learn to say no, is when you're in those working relationships that include family or friends. Family-run businesses, you work for your best friend. Those might all sound good and all unfair, but when they start adding on and asking you to do this and asking you to do that, and just adding on to your plate without giving the same favors back, oftentimes that work relationship you have outside of personal can suffer in that. Saying no in those instances can also give you the power to set boundaries and set them early on. Make it clear, this is us professionally, this is our business, and this is us personally, in family setting, in the friendship setting. These two sometimes need to be kept very separately, and sometimes they might even meet, and that's okay. Lastly, one thing that is the hardest, I think, sometimes to do is saying no to unreasonable requests at work. If it acts on extra long hours without sometimes reasonable compensation, if it puts on a strain on your family, if it even is something out of your scope where you don't have enough time to get yourself up to speed and grow with the experience and learn from it, sometimes being open with your supervisor and saying, okay, this is what you want me to do, this is what I usually do, can we find a common ground? Otherwise I will have to say no in order to get the stuff done you want me to do. So think about it. No is not always a bad word. I know we didn't like them as kids. I know my daughter doesn't like it when I say no. But as adults, we need to learn the power of saying no in order to not create burnout for ourselves, and keep our balance, keep our time precious, and even get for our time what it is worth to us. And set boundaries with friends and family, especially when you're in business with them. So think about it. No is a powerful word. It is not a mean, bad, sinful word. No is a good thing. You're setting boundaries and you're inviting others to respect you and your time. All right, this was episode 1 of Professional versus Personal Life. My name is Suzanne with Warrior of Light Coaching. I hope you have a wonderful evening.